Hi class, in this video I want to give you a brief introduction to why YF521, where it comes from, and how it has shaped me in a big way. YF521 is uniquely my class. Um, in 2009, when I started my Doctor of Ministry program, I needed to come up with a research topic that I would be interested in for 4 to 7 years. And no one was really studying digital media in the way that we will end up looking at it in this class at that time. And of course, in 2009, I didn't know what it would be looking like either. The trouble really with the research then, and even the research today, is it's very conflicting, and there's a lot of voices still trying to vie for the right to claim a correct vantage point. So because of that, you're going to come across a lot of very conflicting information. And what I was able to do is start peeling away the stuff that was irrelevant or unimportant. And an image was coming through of ongoing kind of micro communities being developed that are contributing, social media contributing to this micro community of adolescents, separate from adults and increasingly separate from each other. And in the process of doing that, Chap Clark, who was my doctoral advisor, and I were sitting together waiting for a meeting to start at Fuller in our administrative side of our jobs. And we were talking about different things, shooting ideas back and forth, and suddenly he got quiet, and then he leaned over to me and says, Brad, I think we should take your research and turn it into a course. I was like, Chap, I think that's a great idea. And then I went out and called my wife, and I'm like, I got a class. I can't believe it. Because, of course, when you're in your doctoral program, one of the things you want to do the most is to teach. And this material in this class has opened up a lot of doors for me to speak, to write, and I appreciate that, as well as to do more teaching at Fuller. So for me, this is kind of my foundational entry-level class. Simultaneously, this is not an entry-level youth ministry course. This is a little further ahead. So we will review some principles that you may have already gotten in the youth ministry courses to date if you've taken them here at Fuller. But by no means is it impossible to catch up. One of the things I love about this class is that it has stood the test of time. Every year, I continue to do research and make sure that things are up to date. And the reason why it continues to stay the same is that we went really beneath the actual, I was going to say Facebook, beneath the face, but we went underneath Facebook. I would tell people what my research is, and they're like, oh, you're just studying Facebook. I'm like, no, I'm not studying Facebook, because if that was the case, I might have studied Friendster before that, way before that, or MySpace, and all of those things, they come and they go. But what is happening in digital relationships, regardless of which app a student may or may not be using, is continuing to happen a decade later. One of the things I think that has really leveraged and it spurred my desire for this class over and over again is that the stories we tell ourselves do not necessarily line up with the research at all. And we need to be careful how we do that. So we want to learn what the research is and start figuring out what is actually happening so that we can develop theological responses to what students are really going through. And that's my passion for this course, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting to know you all better, and I pray we all have a great journey together this next quarter. So let's go have a good time.